receives the ball there. She's actually a Wales youth international, signed from Oxford United last summer, but has actually been on standby, I think, for the senior side, so that may interest some Cardiff fans. It's been Crawley Wasps who have started the brighter of the two sides at the minute, especially with Laura O'Sullivan's early save from Nikita Winnett, but Cardiff looking to make tracks down the right-hand side. Cross into the boxes, blocked at source by Ellie Russell back there. Wasps won this fixture 2-0 when these sides previously met. That's a good ball over the top. The flag has stayed down, but Megan Lynch is there to kick clear for Wasps. Nice pressure, says the Cardiff City management team down below us, and there is a free kick against Amy Lancaster for the foul on Isaac. Cardiff with this set piece, looking to get some pressure on the Crawley Wasps back line. That ball forward though is only going to run through to Megan Lynch, the former London Bees goalkeeper. She's a former teammate of Nicola Gibson, one of Wasps' new signings, who's wearing the number 8 shirt. That has gone out, says the assistant. Not the whole ball, say Crawley Wasps, but it is going to be a throw into Cardiff. Just inside Wasps territory, in front of the Crawley Wasps bench. This is Lancaster. Naomi Cole looks to switch play, looking for Winnett, but intercepted by Cardiff, although this might break for Swaby here. Swaby. Winnett holds her run, runs into traffic though eventually, crowded out well by that Cardiff defence, and they're able to bring it clear. Well intercepted by Goodall. Goodall feeds it through to Swaby. Swaby runs on, goalkeeper does well, and that will be a corner. Good work again from Laura O'Sullivan, experienced goalkeeper, and she's been very alert so far. She's having to beat as Wasps apply early pressure. Rachel Palmer will take this corner, which is Wasps' 4th of the game so far. The first two were aimed at Ellie Russell, the Wasps centre-back, who, looking at that, is probably the tallest player inside that penalty area apart from the goalkeeper, although Amy Lancaster has got a good aerial ability as well. Palmer with her left foot will deliver this ball in. It's underneath the goalkeeper and then cleared away. That will go out for another one, will it? No, well kept in. Well kept in. Can Cardiff counter? Stevens fouling and conceding a free kick, which may well earn her a talking to at the very least from referee El Kaplix.
Is that not a pullback on a counter-attack?
Certainly Cardiff felt that there should have been a yellow card. I think Stevens possibly quite lucky to avoid one. Tash Stevens actually responsible for Wasps' last goal, scored in that FA Cup defeat by Gillingham. Good work from Ellie Russell there. Now Lancaster, a bit of space to work with. Chooses to go wide for Stevens. The pass didn't really have enough on it to help her out, and that means that Wasps are going to have to build again from the back, but they are a patient side. Goodall will look forward for Stevens. Stevens coming together. Who's that come off last? It is a Crawley Wasps throw. Naomi Cole, the Wasps captain, wanting a free kick, but she's not going to get that. Nash with the throw in towards Swaby, who turns. Cole drives the shot towards goal, and it's not far away. I think O'Sullivan probably had it covered. We're right behind that shot from where we are in the gantry, and I think O'Sullivan probably would have got there had it been on target, but it's another warning shot across the bows of this Cardiff City team. Naomi Cole looking to add to her goal tally in her Wasps career. Experienced player who has played in the WSL2 as it was known then for Millwall. An England under-23 international in her day as well. Played alongside some of the current England squad in that youth setup. And has been a Crawley Wasps player for the last 5 years or so. It's a bright day at the Camping World Community Stadium, and it's a bright start from Crawley Wasps. But no goals as yet. Palmer will take this throw down the line. Lancaster's onto it. Took a deflection off of Lancaster on its way through, so that will be a Cardiff ball. Charlotte Owen and Naomi Cole were on target the last time these two sides met. Charlotte Owen actually gave Wasps the lead after about a minute. Nice turn from Swaby, but it's not a foul, despite what Kim Stenning, the Wasps head coach, may have thought. Cole picks up the ball. Spread wide, looking for the run of Tash Stevens. Stevens, is she going to be favourite for that one? No, she isn't, because a good bit of work there from Williams. Coming back there. Caitlin Williams, I should say, because there is Corrie Williams in the team. Slightly unfortunate for Cardiff there. That clearance hit a teammate, giving Wasps a throw. Lancaster. Nash. Another throw. Wasps trying to build some pressure, but Cardiff at the moment quite resilient and certainly not going to give up anything too easily. That's going to be Wasps' fifth corner. From this side of the pitch, we are getting all of the instructions. You may be able to hear them actually as well from the management. Kim Stenning issuing instructions to Ellie Russell on this occasion. As Palmer will take the corner. Palmer delivers it into the penalty area. Russell's in there, but it's dropped kindly for Laura O'Sullivan, who then clears the ball upfield. Once again, Stevens is back there to tidy up any counter-attack.
Players are 3 more in possession.
The referee wants the throw to be taken from exactly where she is. And the lack of options means she has to go short. Now Wasps will put on the pressure. Up against Jones, and now Swaby's got it. Swaby, the Brighton under-23 loanee, can't quite find a colleague, only succeeds in finding O'Sullivan. The flick on was by Corrie Williams. That's a good ball. That's offside though against Nikita Winnett on that far side. The assistants flag up on this near side. Corey Williams bundled to the ground there by Nicola Gibson, formerly of London Bees, spent the last 3 seasons at the Championship club and has previous Championship experience with Durham, so she's a player well versed to the next level up. Good position for Cardiff to swing this free kick in, and good bit of goalkeeping that from Megan Lynch under pressure from Thompson. Nash's pass cut out. And that one through to Megan Lynch. So just a bit scrappy the last few minutes for both teams, really. Here's Ellie Russell. Rachel Palmer out on the left back position. Clips over the top. Swaby is onside. She's got a little bit of work to do up against 3 defenders, but she's got away from 1, got away from 2, still going Swaby, and it's just the other side of the post thanks to a last-ditch tackle. Great bit of defending, and it's the 6th corner of the game of this first half for Crawley Wasps. See what Palmer can do with this one. There are, counting them up, there's 6 yellow shirts in the box for her to aim at, a 7th arriving now with Sakara Goodall. In it comes from Palmer, aimed in towards Russell. Handball shouts from the Crawley players and management, and then the linesman's decision, or the assistant referee's decision I should say, is for offside rather than a handball inside the box. So despite quite a few corners, not really been too much threat from a Cardiff perspective on their goal. The best chance for Crawley Wasps, if you just joined us, Nikita Winnett's shot early on, turned behind by Laura O'Sullivan in the Cardiff goal, and later on Naomi Cole having a drive wide of the post, probably well covered by O'Sullivan as well. So one team we've lost from the division this season is Watford. They've earned promotion to the FA Women's Championship. Wish them the best of luck. It's certainly going to be an open division, I think, this season. And Wasps are looking to make a good start to the season here with Swaby, who's through on goal. Isha Swaby, and it's a good save, and it's put over the bar by Nikita Winnett. Difficult as it came to her, but you'd have put money on the former London Bees striker scoring. Now Laura O'Sullivan might have a problem here in the Cardiff goal. And the substitute goalkeeper is just having a quick warm-up at the moment, which is just precautionary, I think, although Laura O'Sullivan is still being tended to. But that's a really good opportunity, that, from a Wasp perspective. Swaby onside, denied by the goalkeeper, and then cleared, or not cleared, sorry, fired over the bar by Nikita Winnett. It cleared the crossbar, I should say. So both teams using this opportunity to grab a drink. It is quite warm, not quite sure of what the actual temperature is, but it's a warm one. In Horsham, which for those of you who are tuning into this aren't local, it's about half-hour journey in the car from Crawley, still in West Sussex, but further south from Gatwick Airport, if you like. 21 degrees is the temperature, so I must admit it probably feels a little bit warmer up on the gantry, but certainly 21, and it's probably warmer at pitch level as well, because as you may be able to pick up, I'm not sure if you can visually, but this is a 3G surface, and I tell you what, on hot sunny days 3G surfaces do get very warm. So although we don't have the stands around the ground that might sort of keep weather and wind and sun inside the playing surface, that pitch will be warm. And luckily, gratefully, thankfully, Laura O'Sullivan back up on her feet, having been tended to. She's just gonna, looks like she's just taken a painkiller or something like that, and that will numb any pain she may have felt. Whether it's been making the save or how she fell, I'm not quite sure, because I was watching the ball as the loose ball fell for Nikita win it and she put it over. Now interestingly, the referee has got her arm up for an indirect free kick, which suggests there might be an offside in there somewhere, but so maybe Nikita Winnett's effort wouldn't have counted, but I'm not quite sure that was originally given, but we'll see. Stevens clipping the ball through towards Winnett, good interception though, although it may fall for Lancaster, and again O'Sullivan's called into action and she makes a brilliant recovery on the second attempt. So close this time for Imi Lancaster. And Laura O'Sullivan keeping her side in this at the moment, but really good work from the goalkeeper. That shows that there's no ill effect from a moment ago where she received treatment. Still as alert and as effective as ever, Laura O'Sullivan. Mentioned earlier it was Charlotte Owen who scored against Cardiff in the reverse fixture a couple of years ago. It's actually Megan Stowe, formerly of this parish, who gave Wasps the lead on that occasion in the opening minute. Firm drive that was, and Naomi Cole from the penalty spot wrapping things up on that day. A 2-0 victory. Wasps haven't been to Cardiff yet because of the curtailed seasons. Stevens does well there. Swaby will give chase. Still plenty of work to do, but she's done the first bit quite well, and then the second bit didn't really work out for her. And that'll be one of the more comfortable saves that Laura O'Sullivan makes today. Swaby's causing a bit of concern for that Cardiff defence, but so far Wasps have been rather wasteful. And now there's an issue here for Tash Stevens, who has just gone to her haunches. Didn't quite see what happened, whether she caught a ball in the face or just maybe a boot, I don't know, but certainly something caught in her eye. So both teams are saying that they should have the benefit of this loose ball. Hope Nash, the Crawley Wasps right back, having something to say for herself, which is not unusual. So I don't know whether Cardiff are going to, this is going to be live, is it? Yeah, and Stevens is going to play the ball back to the goalkeeper. Still goalless then here at the Camping World Community Stadium. Palmer heads that forward, Winnett chases. Must have taken a touch off a Cardiff player. That's a clever throw actually, which has released Lancaster. It's only Stevens in the middle at the moment for Wasps. Palmer towards Lancaster, but intercepted by Roberts. Roberts clears. So plenty of chances for Wasps in this first half, but they haven't taken any of them. You do wonder whether they might come to regret that. Cardiff, a very capable side. Swaby holds the ball up well. She scored the only goal of the game when Wasps beat Nottingham Forest in a pre-season friendly. Swaby turns, tries to get the shot away, but it's past the angle of post and bar. Only a brief flash of alarm for O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan, resplendent in, I don't know what you call that, whether you call that peach. Cleared by Nicola Gibson up towards Swaby. Lancaster working hard in the middle as ever. And a foul on Isaac. Wasps feel that the tackle was a fair one. The referee, though, the most important person on the pitch in terms of decision making, disagrees. You've got to get on with the game. Nadia Lawrence will take this free kick. It's looking for Corrie Williams. Hope Nash will come across, and she was given a little shove on the way through, and it will be a free kick to Wasps. Well, Wasps probably making a fair point, actually, and it's one of those situations you do get a fair bit in games that, I mean, Williams has fouled Hope Nash, and now Wasps have a free kick in a fairly inaccessible area of the pitch when the ball was going out for a goal kick anyway. So normally when there's a foul and the play benefits the attacking side, of course, in that instance you would go, well, play on advantage, but no advantage on this occasion, so no goal kick. Oh, it's a little bit of a mix up there between Nash and Stevens, which gifts Cardiff a chance from this throw. Been forced all the way back, but keeping good possession here with Katie Jones, who fires it forward. Picked up by Lawrence. Lawrence driving forward, running out of room, having to go the long way round. Palmer for company. Who's she got in support for her? It's going to be the ball delivered in by Roberts. Now Lloyd. She too is being forced out wide, and Wasps win it back. But Cardiff have won it back. Chance for Atwood. Lucy Atwood crossed straight into the arms of Megan Lynch. Here's Ellie Russell, who actually played with her new head coach Kim Stenning when they were at Brighton and Albion together. Both of them, Russell and Stenning, played against Wasps in the 2016 Sussex Women's Challenge Cup final. Stenning scoring on that occasion as Brighton won 5-0. Consternation in the Wasps ranks there as Stevens goes down, no free kick given. Caitlin Williams forced back. This is perhaps the longest spell of possession that Cardiff have had, or sustained possession that Cardiff have had in this game. Good work at the back from Rachel Palmer. This is Russell, left-footed ball forward. Win it is onside. No flag, stayed down. Win it, trying to find a cross. It's a good one towards Stevens. Good bit of defensive work. Swaby gets to the loose ball. Very little in the way of support for her, apart from Cole, who shoots in! The captain ignites Crawley Wasps season on the opening day. Naomi Cole on her 101st appearance for the club. takes a career goal tally for Wasps to 60, and that shows the impact that she's had over the last few years. 60 goals from midfield. A fair few free kicks and penalties in there, we'll say that, but that's one from open play. So Wasps, funny enough, missing some of their clearer chances early on in the game, and then one of those, isn't it, where suddenly the ball drops to you, there's very little on, you might as well go for goal, and maybe on this occasion Laura O'Sullivan slightly unsighted as the ball nestled into the back of the net. So Crawley Wasps getting their season off and running, but still plenty of time left in this game. Palmer's escaped down this left-hand side, feeds Winnett. Flag has gone up against Nikita Winnett. It did look offside. I checked across at the assistant referee. Of course, we don't have the delays that you would have with VAR in place, of course, but the assistant was certainly waiting to see if Winnett would play the ball. That's one of the reasons for late flags when you don't have VAR in place. Cole with a head up. An offside flag up again, this time against Swaby, who had come from an offside position. Keep working comes the call from Megan Lynch in the Crawley Wasps goal. Lynch clears. Stevens off to Hope Nash. Nash taking on her player, but that's overrun the ball. Smith on it, under pressure from Lancaster, goes back to O'Sullivan. Nash wins the header against Lucy Atwood. It's going to be a good contest, I feel, down this left-hand side, the Cardiff left. Lucy Atwood against Hope Nash. The two have barely been separated by that many yards during this game. This time the challenge coming in from Gibson on Atwood. Gibson will have played with Megan Lynch and Nikita Winnett at London Bees, so knows those two well. One of two players in the starting lineup making their Crawley Wasps debuts, but there are some possible debuts to come from the bench. And there is the other debutant in the starting lineup, Sakara Goodall, known as Sox. Formerly on the books of Millwall, she was a Chelsea youth player. She was in and around the Chelsea first team squad in certain cup games with the likes of Casey Stoney. Spent last season though at local side Moneyfields in Hampshire. Now, Winnett on the ball, driving forward. Palmer in support here. That's overhit and well tidied up. Katie Jones coming across there. Lancaster. Palmer with a cross. Stevens keeping it alive, but Swaby's header on, not having much of an effect. Stevens has gone down again. Different issue for her, I think, this time. Just limping away from that one rather than holding her face, which was an issue for her earlier when she was just caught in the eye. Winnett doing her defensive duties out on that left hand side. She made her debut last season against Watford last October, and she's actually, because of the pandemic and the curtailment of the season, only made 4 appearances for Wasps. Well, the assistant on that far side changing with the weather there, and in the end that's going to be a Wasps throw-in. Whatever the right decision was the first time round, it's going to be a Wasps throw-in anyway. Certainly people on that far side felt it was a Wasps throw, but then again, majority home support they would do. Cardiff have done very well there on Cole, and Cole's been penalised, and El Kaplik is just going to have a word with the Crawley Wasps captain, who is responsible for the only goal so far. Shot from just inside the penalty area, which flew past Laura O'Sullivan, who up until that point had been the star of the show. That ball forward is comfortable for her opposite number, Megan Lynch, in the Wasps goal. Nash will get there, and it's come off of the Cardiff player last, so it will be a throw to Crawley Wasps. Nash will take to Lancaster. Lancaster fouled by Caitlin Williams.
Line, high, line, high.
I am slightly pausing before every Cardiff name, because obviously, apart from the fact that I'm not as familiar with them, they also have a team sheet which differs slightly in terms of squad numbers to that on the submitted for the programme, so just double checking each time. Cole will deliver this free kick. All bar 5 of the players on the pitch are lined up across that penalty area as Cole delivers it in. O'Sullivan didn't come for it. Cardiff clear. She thought about it and then realised that it would have been too far for her to come. Fortunately, her defence did the work for her on this occasion, and it's going to be a Wasps throw. Stevens up against 2, got past 2. Might fall here for the shot for Nicola Gibson. All she was doing was threatening the windows on the clubhouse behind the goal. I imagine that when you build a clubhouse behind a goal like that, you really do need toughened glass. Mind you, there is netting between it. I'm semi-joking. Lancaster jumps, wins that one. Stevens. Too much pressure from Caitlin Williams. The referee, though, says the ball was rolling. And in actual fact, she's going to speak to Caitlin Williams, because it's not the first foul from the Cardiff number 18. So far, El Kaplik, the referee, keeping her book in her pocket. Sensibly so, although maybe Tash Stevens fortunate to avoid a yellow card early on for stopping a counter-attack. But I reckon 1 or 2 may be in her mind for accumulation. That'll be a goal kick. So we're entering into the last few minutes of this first half, plus whatever is added on. Really been well. There was the stoppage, wasn't there, for Laura O'Sullivan, which would have been a minute or so, I guess. Wasn't adding it up particularly, but Tash Stevens had a little bit of a problem as well, so we'll have to see what is added on. Swaby. Chance for the shot. It's deflected. Cleared away by Cardiff, but the Wasps continue to swarm forward. Stevens. Good bit of defending from Caitlin Williams there. I hope Nash will take this throw. Turn around the corner by Lancaster. Nash's touch, just letting her down at the last. It's been a very watchable first half, that's for sure. Wasps have been in the ascendancy for most of it. Megan Lynch in the Crawley goal having very little to do in the way of shot stopping, but has had to come for a few through balls and tidy things up at the back, but Laura O'Sullivan making a few very good saves before Wasps eventually broke through. Swaby looking to charge that one down. Lancaster winning that ball in a tussle. This is Sakara Goodall. Ellie Russell to Rachel Palmer. Russell goes back to Palmer. Swaby looks to roll her defender, looking to try and get away from Jones. Russell this time goes long. Stevens will give chase. That's really good work that from Williams. She's done very well, Caitlin Williams there. And Stevens gives a little bit of acknowledgement to the pass from Ellie Russell, which was searching and probing. Will Stevens get on the end of that? She tries and keeps it alive and does very well, actually, to earn a corner. Rachel Palmer will deliver this in with her left foot. Just looking at the players who are in the box. Gibson is in there, Cole's in there. Goodall is arriving late, one of the centre-backs. Russell's already in there, she's the furthest player at the back for Wasps, that far side. Goodall goes short. Now here's Palmer, hangs it up. An offside flag up against Ellie Russell. It's come off of the new signing last, so it'll be a Cardiff throw. Referee spotted an infringement there, giving a free kick to Crawley Wasps. Early in the second half, I'll try and bring you some half-time from elsewhere in the division. But we're nearing half-time here. And it's Crawley Wasps who are a goal to the good. They'd love to try and double that before the break. Win it, couldn't quite bring it down. Win it delivers it in, just evades Swaby, and the flag was up for offside anyway. Wouldn't have counted. Had an issue if Winnett's shot had gone all the way in, or Winnett's cross had gone all the way in, because Swaby might have been deemed to have been playing for the ball, even if she didn't touch it. Gibson jumps, wins it well. Lancaster slightly sliced that, but it's fallen nicely for Cole to guide it out towards her vice-captain Rachel Palmer. Palmer, one touch, two touch, delivers a good cross in with her left foot in towards Stevens, and I think she slipped at the last minute as she went to steady herself. Oh, and a collision there between Swaby and Williams. Tash Stevens saying that she couldn't see it, and maybe it came over a defender's head because she's not got the sun in her eyes. But perhaps she's saying that it just dropped over a defender and therefore baffled her a little bit. But a bit of a let-off for Cardiff, who I think will be happy to get in at 1-0 and regroup and try and come out with a different approach in the second half. So they are a very good side, Cardiff, with a lot of attacking talent. Goodall coming across there, centre back to touch that one out. Caitlin Williams with this throw. Got a great deal of support, but will she look to go long, or will she go down the line? She hasn't quite made up her mind. Nash might have conceded the corner. Now the cross comes in. Lynch, oh, don't know if she got a touch onto that, but it was causing a problem there. Roberts. Thompson feeding the ball forward. And then the cross from Lawrence cleared out for a Cardiff throw. Amber Roberts will take this one. Rachel Palmer will clear. And this time Naomi Cole gets it away. And that touch might release Swaby here. 3 in support for us here. Swaby goes right for Stevens. That pass was just a little bit undercooked. And Cardiff will bring the ball away. No foul, says the referee. Or on that one. So both sides unhappy at the moment. But the referee says no, let's play on. Keeping the game flowing. Stevens gives it to Palmer. Palmer just slowing the ball down and retaining possession for Crawley Wasps as they have this lead nearing half-time. Stevens can't find Nash. Let's play simple, says the new manager Kim Stenning. She doesn't want to see too many of those sort of raking passes at this stage of the game, with Wasps leading. Now a bit of space for Cardiff to work something in midfield. Lawrence up against Goodall. And the referee has said that Goodall pulled a player back there just outside the penalty area. Big opportunity this for Cardiff, although there will be a stoppage briefly because there is a Cardiff player needing attention. It's Caitlin Williams, who has just got a bit of an issue, so we'll have stoppage time increased here. So we won't be far off half time, but
just because she's winded.
There is a free kick here for Cardiff. They would love an equaliser.
Don't let her go front post.
They would love an equaliser just before half time here. Dangerous ball delivered towards the far post, headed away, and there is the half time whistle. So that would have been a real boost for Cardiff if they managed to create something from that. In the end, it was cleared, and Wasps can be very happy with their first 45 minutes. They will feel that they should be further ahead because they missed plenty of chances. Nikita Winnett had a shot saved. Maybe Lancaster had a shot saved. Certainly Laura O'Sullivan in that first 20 minutes or so was kept very busy. But eventually Naomi Cole struck and got Wasps into a half-time lead. So half-time here at the Camping World Community Stadium. It's Crawley Wasps 1, Cardiff City 0, and we'll have second half commentary in just a tick.
6, 5, 4,
So we just found out it's
3,
2-0 to Southampton
2,
at half time.
1.
Welcome back to the Camping World Community Stadium in Horsham. Second half commentary on this FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division game between Crawley Wasps and Cardiff City. Crawley Wasps a goal to the good. There's a Cardiff substitution about to take place. I'll give you half times from the other games at an opportune moment. So we're about to start this second half, and we are underway in this second half. It's Crawley Wasps in the yellow and black, as you might imagine, Cardiff in all blue, and Cardiff needing a response after that first half, with Naomi Cole's goal separating the two teams at the moment. Crawley did have a number of chances in that first half to, particularly before the goal, to take the lead in the first instance. Lauren O'Sullivan in the Cardiff goal making some good saves. After the goal, Wasps still had a few opportunities to extend the lead, but Cardiff right at the end of the first half having a free kick which was cleared. Here's Rachel Palmer for Crawley Wasps to Imi Lancaster. That might break here for Tash Stevens, whose first touch has just taken it too far away from her. And a really good bit of work from Lauren O'Sullivan to meet that loose ball. Win it, tussling for it. And then free kick to Wasps. When it felt there was a little bit of afters, but
That's it. No Amber. No Amber.
Rachel Palmer delivers this one. Goalkeeper comes for it, and O'Sullivan does very well. Made an early decision, it was the right one, and now that one's a good kick forward, which might cause Crawley Wasps some problems at the back here. Switch to the left-hand side, and in the end, well defended by Amy Lancaster, but a good Cardiff break that.
Stay.
Ellie Russell on the ball for Crawley Wasps. Win it, turns, and was brought down. Roberts fouled her. Palmer inside. Now to Gibson. Hope Nash. Stevens gives Nash the ball back. Cardiff keeping shape quite well. Lancaster's pass was just too hot for Stevens to handle there. So just some half times knocking around in the rest of this division. Bridgewater 3, Chichester 0. Bridgewater, of course, formerly Yeovil. Hounslow 0, Ipswich 2. Ipswich new to this league, promoted from Division 1 South East, and they were actually Crawley Wasps' first opponents in the FA Women's National League when they were promoted into Tier 4. Keynsham lead London Bees by 2-0. That's an interesting one for a couple of reasons. Keynsham, season before last, were actually struggling in this division, but last season they put together some excellent results. And they're beating London Bees last season in the Championship, of course, relegated from the Championship 2-0. Catch up that in a minute as Stevens tries to go round and wins a corner. I can also tell you that it's Oxford 1, Gillingham 0. Oxford looked very good last season. So just to confirm that Cardiff substitution, by the way, yes. Atwood coming off. Levy Piggott coming on. Rachel Palmer with this corner. O'Sullivan does very well through the crowd of players. Distributes it out to Thompson. Stevens does well. Dancing feet away from one player. And then was just being blocked off. There's also one latest score in the National League, because that was a late kick-off. Portsmouth 0, Plymouth 0. After about half an hour, that one was kicking off at 2:30, so that'll be nearing half time. Southampton leading against MK Dons as well, I understand. Gibson hooks that ball forward. The battle of the number 11s there, won by Cardiff. Space for Lawrence here. Now Thompson on the far side. And Lynch calls. Keeper's ball and claims it well. So we're about 6 minutes in this second half. And still Naomi Cole's first half goal that separates the two sides. Ellie Russell. Palmer back to Russell. Good pressure from Cardiff. That's pleasing the Cardiff bench. Palmer's throw. Swaby will give chase. Having to go round Jones. Swaby straight into the hands of O'Sullivan. Isaac controls it. Difficult one to control, but she did well. Piggott, the substitute. And now coming forward is Roberts. Russell goes in there and concedes a free kick. Just got a little bit fractious at the start of this second half. It's going to be taken by Lawrence, this free kick. Could possibly see there Hope Nash trying to shade her eyes from the sun, which is behind the camera as you look. But in the eyes of those looking back across the pitch now.
Good, well done. Got the pressure.
Again, good pressure from that Cardiff. Here's a lovely setup at Horsham, a stadium that they were waiting a little while for. Hooked towards goal there by Cardiff and well wide in the end. Yes, the Camping World Community Stadium, opening a few years ago, and just on the outskirts of Horsham. Goodall to Nash. Clips the ball forward. Stevens is in a chase. Does well to make a play. And it's going to be a Crawley Wasps throw. So that's good pressure from Tash Stevens. I hope Nash will take the throw.
In front! In front!
Lancaster.
Get up the pitch!
No changes for Wasps so far in terms of personnel. And just that one change from the Cardiff starting lineup with Libby Piggott coming on.
Tuck in, Lids, tuck in, Lids. Tuck in, get someone in front. In front!
Swaby. Swaby does well, pulls it back towards Lancaster. She was waiting for the ball to arrive and Cardiff nipped in to clear. Cole feeds it back to Megan Lynch. Lynch wants Palmer to come wide. Lancaster in a pocket of space, tries to move away from her player. She was caught, but the referee plays the advantage. Winnett then goes for the shot, which is always swerving away from goal. But gets the applause from her manager, Kim Stenning. Two league defeats in the shortened season last season for Crawley Wasps at home to MK Dons, which was seen as a bit of a shock result at the time, although MK Dons started really well. And also away at Oxford, who again were really good performers last season. Right now though, they are leading this one. Swaby can't find Winnett. Nash, bit of an air kick, and in the end puts it out of play because there is a Cardiff player down. Physio will come on. So let's just tell you a little bit more while we've got this stoppage about the Crawley Wasps signings. Mentioned a fair bit about the two that have started. Sakara Goodall at centre back. Makes Millwall and Chelsea youth, as I mentioned, formerly at Southampton, spent last season at Moneyfields in Hampshire. 31 years old, experienced player. And then Nicola Gibson, signed from London Bees, where she played with Megan Lynch and Nikita Winnett. Spent 3 years at Bees and previously at Durham, another progressive side in that division. I tell you what, Durham always perform well. Be interesting to see if they end up as a WSL side in the not too distant. Very interesting to see what Leicester do actually in the WSL after their promotion. So we are going to see a change for Cardiff. Can't quite actually see who was down. From where we are in the gantry.
I know, yeah, as if she knew ages ago.
So an enforced change for Cardiff.
Out! Quicker! Stay.
Here's Ellie Russell on the ball for Crawley Wasps. Now players resumed. Big kick forward by O'Sullivan. Goodall looking to head that away. Shot from Lawrence, charged down. Ball spinning, Lynch has come for it. Important touch from Goodall there, and it's a corner. So there are 6 Cardiff bodies in the penalty area. 1 in front of the goalkeeper, 5 will attack this delivery. It's towards the far post, the header across, and then there's a push spotted by the referee inside the penalty area, inside the 6-yard box, in fact, and it will be a free kick to Crawley Wasps. But that is a sign of what Cardiff can do from set plays and good delivery. So confirmation there that Caitlin Williams came off. Ellie Sargent on. Goodall's ball forward. Win it. Can't win it. Now, options here for Corey Williams. Cole, though, tidies up for Wasps. Winnett gives chase. Still up for grabs, this one, I reckon. Hour gone or so, and Cardiff still in touch with Wasps, who will feel more comfortable if they were to get a second goal. Swaby's trying to make that happen. Winnett's putting a defender under pressure, and it's a foul at the end. Katie Jones brought down as they attempted to pressure Cardiff, as they tried to play that out from the back. Here's Lawrence. Now a chance for Sargent. Driving at Palmer. Gets to the byline, and Russell is there to shut the door. Lawrence with this corner for Cardiff. It's their second of this second half. It's a really good delivery again, flicked on by Smith. Almost acted like a clearance. Back into the box by Lloyd. Here's Smith. Bit of a shanked one up in the air. Swaby dropping deep to try and help out. Goodall trying to clear for Wasps. Good spell this for Cardiff at the moment, although they've given the ball away. Commentator's curse as Hope Nash picks that one up. Lancaster wins the header. Cole loses out on that occasion to Isaac. Here's Nash. Nash through the channel for Winnett. She's onside, flag stays down. Nikita Winnett, square. Oh, just a bit of a slice on that from Nicola Gibson. Cardiff picking that loose one up. And that's offside. Nadia Lawrence penalised for being offside. Megan Lynch to take this free kick. I think she wants to go long with this one.
Second ball! Come on, Ellie.
Cole spread that wide, but on the volley, a tough one. Crawley Wasps, from memory, have been pretty good on opening day. Last season they were away at Hounslow and they ended up winning 5-0. The previous season they opened up, as I mentioned earlier, in the FA Women's National League Division 1 against Ipswich and won 5-1 on that occasion. Swaby's through here. Still bodies. Swaby just past the post. Closest Wasps have come to doubling their lead in this second half, but Aisha Swaby on loan from Brighton couldn't quite apply the finishing touch. The season that Crawley Wasps won promotion to the 4th tier, this being the 3rd, they opened up with a 2-1 win over AFC Phoenix, and by a very, very, very late goal from Suzanne Davis on that occasion. Cole, Swaby, once again faces up her marker. Swaby brings in Lancaster. Cole wants the shots, but Cole curls it behind the goal into the Octotech stand. Couple of sighters then for Wasps in the last minute or two. Isha Swaby and Naomi Cole going close, but still very much in the balance, this one, I reckon. No team will feel comfortable with only a single goal lead, and any team will feel that they just need one to break for them to try and get level. That was a good idea, but the execution just lacked a little, and in the end Palmer was able to clear. Hope Nash looking for support. She's not got much in the way of it, so she's being pressed very well by Libby Piggott, and it's earned Cardiff a throw. The influential Lawrence on the ball. Up against Nash. Wins a throw. There's a little bit of a breeze now coming across the Camping World Community Stadium, just a small one, which might help out the crowd at least. It won't help out many of the players who are playing a winter sport in 20+ degrees on a 3G pitch as well, which, as I said earlier, does make things feel a lot warmer. Not a handball against Rachel Palmer, says the referee. Oh, and Lynch really had heart in mouth there briefly. Here's Nikita Winnett. Touched it off to Ellie Russell. Sakara Goodall on the ball for Wasps. Goodall gets it back. Swaby runs herself into trouble, but gets away with it. Does well, Swaby. Still going. Aisha Swaby. Tight angle in the end. That's gone out of play. Not for the first time, Swaby doing all the hard work, and in the end, just running out of room, running out of position. And once you get yourself into a tight angle like that, very difficult to make something happen. Cardiff looking to play forward. Ellie Russell intercepting. Lancaster, Cole, onto Lancaster. Good defending. Will break for Winnett though. Winnett onto her right foot, over the bar.
Good, Amber.
So midway through this second half, the last quarter of the game, make or break now for these two sides. Good work there from Gibson. She's had a solid debut. That says Sakara Goodall, to be fair. We're yet to see Wasps make any changes, but there will be players coming off the bench to make their debuts possibly. That's a good searching ball in. Hope Nash hasn't got there, but neither. Crucially for Wasps and disappointingly for Cardiff. Could Thompson just break trailing off there because there was some dispute as to whether there should have been a free kick given to Wasps in there, but not given. But Thompson couldn't keep her feet, and so it remains Wasps with the advantage. 1 up. Russell's clipped that forward. Swaby, Flagger stayed down. Swaby checks inside, looks for support. Swaby slips in. Nikita Winnett, and Nikita Winnett tucks the ball away to double Crawley Wasps lead. Set up by Isha Swaby, and that might be a giant step towards Crawley Wasps taking 3 points. Not in the bag just yet, but certainly Nikita Winnett, with her 3rd goal for the club on only her 5th appearance, has netted. Good work from Isha Swaby.
Goal for Crawley. Scoreboard number 30, Nikita Winnett.
Former London Bees striker on target. I think we're going to take a drinks break. This will be a bit of a formalised one from the referee, rather than when the player goes down injured and they just decide to take it upon themselves. The referee said, nope, let's stop for drinks.
So we're on a quick drinks break, just to let you know on the way out there's a couple of buckets by the exits. If you want to lose change in your pocket or anything like that, just put it in the bucket.
So just to give you an idea of who's on the Crawley Wasps bench: Holly Talbot-Smith and Amy Martins, 2 players from last season's squad, but 3 players who could possibly make their debuts. Nyara Denny, a striker, signed from Leyton Orient. Izzy Burt, a midfielder, signed from Eastbourne Town. And Jodie Birchall, who has joined from Southampton Women FC, who are distinct to Southampton FC Women. Southampton FC Women are in this division now, having earned promotion. Them and Ipswich have come up. Southampton Women FC are in the division below. So 3 players on the bench who have come up from clubs further down the women's pyramid, so an interesting, as indeed did Sakara Goodall, so an interesting challenge for them. And we'll wait to see if any of those are used in this second half. So the drinks break is over. Nobody chucked one up at us, they never do they? And we are underway after that drinks break, and the goal from Nikita Winnett, which puts Crawley Wasps 2 to the good. There she is, the number 30 for Crawley Wasps. Well travelled, played for the likes of Spurs and Charlton and Gillingham, as well as London Bees. But she's a Liverpudlian, so she's far from home these days. Referee just wanting that free kick taken again. I'm not sure whether the Cardiff player was too close or whether it was a rolling ball, or perhaps the referee hadn't blown a whistle. It's one of those 3. Cole plays it up to Swaby. Swaby sets it for Palmer. Palmer looks for Swaby down the line. It should be comfortable for Cardiff, and indeed Swaby has conceded a free kick. Chat down below us between Kim Stenning, the Crawley Wasps manager, and coach Dan King. Gabby Baldock is the new assistant manager. Crawley Wasps making the changes during the summer. Dave Cole not able to continue as manager due to work commitments. He's taken on the director of football role and matchday announcer as it stands. Palmer just touch allowing Cardiff in here. Goodall's come across. And then Lynch claims the ball and prevents the corner as well. Did quite well. Megan Lynch will turn 30 in a few weeks' time. She was signed last summer from London Bees. Kept 4 clean sheets in the 10 games that Wasps were played last season. Swaby does well. The referee blew for the free kick. Probably could have played on, but at 2-0 up, Wasps will probably use the opportunity just to slow things down. Cardiff are going to make another change shortly. Not quite yet. It's just being readied at the moment. Naomi Cole will take this free kick for Crawley Wasps. Can't see too much movement for her at the moment. Cole goes left looking for Palmer. Palmer hooks it across. Will it break here for Gibson? It does, but she can't find the net on her debut. Not on this occasion. And now the referee just being called because there is a change now for Cardiff. Oh. So Olivia Thompson has come off.
1 and 2, all like that. Yeah.
Caitlin Morgan has come on. Let's see what Morgan can do to help Cardiff out of this hole at the moment. Ellie Sargent away down the right, but the ball's just won that race. It'll come to a point, of course, where Crawley will be happy to use up every single second of this. Good work that from Lawrence. Cole's pass not finding a yellow shirt, and instead Caitlin Morgan has it. Nice work from Sargent, and then a good challenge that from Winnett. Isaac to Roberts. Sargent inside, but Cole clears. Swaby can't hold it. Sargent. Win it now to Nicola Gibson. Gibson to Tash Stevens. Swaby looking to move into the penalty area. Now she's going to come short for Stevens. Stevens working hard down that right-hand side, and her hard work has earned Crawley Wasps a corner. Excellent work from Tash Stevens. And I'll tell you what, Tash Stevens has really worked hard in this one, as ever. The sun has disappeared now behind a fairly large cloud, so just poking through.
Ellie, in on that one now on 8. In on 8, full side.
In actual fact, I think the only bit of the sun that's actually poking through is now lighting up Rachel Palmer as she takes that corner. Yeah, Rachel Palmer in the sun, the rest of the ground in the shade as that comes in towards Russell, who was cleaned out by the goalkeeper, who won the ball. Russell back on her feet as Lynch spreads it wide here for Goodall. Sakara Goodall, the centre-back, operating out on the left wing now following that corner. Everything's all mixed up now because of the corner. Gibson at left back, Hope Nash at centre back, the right back. So Swaby turns as Wasps will try and get their players back into position. Cole does well to get the ball out to the left hand side for Winnett. Winnett lays it off. Chance here for Gibson. Didn't get the required power behind it. And a comfortable claim for Laura O'Sullivan, who's been excellent in that Cardiff goal. The captain, an experienced player. It's Tash Stevens having to do some more work, this time defensively, and ensures that it's only going to be a goal kick. Crawley Wasps will make a change shortly. 94 is the officially declared attendance. Crawley Wasps' next home game will be back at Hawley Town's new defence. It's midweek game. Yeah, so they play against Portsmouth Wednesday week, and then their first away game will be away at London Bees next Sunday. So Tash Stevens will come off. She's worked hard in the game and she will get a deserved rest. And on for her debut, Nyara Denny comes on. Signed from Leyton Orient, who play in the division below this one. Denny actually was on target in a couple of the FA Cup games for Leyton Orient last season. Orient reaching the third round of the FA Cup for the first time in their history. Denny scored as they beat Hounslow. Hounslow are in this division, so although strugglers in this division, and Orient beat them. Denny scored twice in that one, and she actually scored then against Chichester in the third qualifying round, but they were beaten on that occasion by Chichester, who of course went on to play West Ham. So had Orient won that one, they would have been up against their neighbours, and that would have been a good one for Nyara Denny to have taken on. As it is, she's playing in this one now. No handball despite the Crawley protestations. Ellie Sargent taking on Rachel Palmer, and Rachel Palmer did well with the defending and then shanked the clearance. The former Chelsea and Lewis player. O'Sullivan in the Cardiff goal. Delivered it straight to Naomi Cole. Roberts, good challenge coming in there from Winnett on Sargent. It's a Cardiff throw. Roberts. Winnett tracking it. Sargent gives chase. Gibson does well to clear it. Cardiff still applying the pressure. And now Swaby's nicked it. Swaby's got Denny to her right, but she's got Gibson through the middle here. Gibson sways it across. Good chance, offside though. Nyara Denny denied a debut goal by both the goalkeeper and the flag. Wasps have a throw now, which I think, I was going to say Denny was going to take, but she's going to leave it to Hope Nash. Denny has started out on that right hand side as a direct replacement for Tash Stevens. Here's Swaby. Denny takes over, but Swaby, neither she nor Swaby could keep the attack alive. So entering into the closing stages of this match. Still plenty of time, of course, for Cardiff to threaten this Wasp lead. If they can pull one back now, it will really be interesting. Make for a interesting last few minutes, wouldn't it? Big header that from Nash. Here's Cole. Cole looks playing Winnett, who was offside. I could tell that from here. Flag has gone up and then went down again, as I think El Kaplix, the referee, said we'll play on. Lancaster. Yeah, put a little bit too much on that for Denny. I wasn't sure if that was going to be my eyes or not, but it did look as though it was overhit. Nash, Swaby lays it off for Denny. Denny can't quite beat her man, and we're going to get another Cardiff change.
Libby!
Chloe Lloyd comes off for Cardiff. Now it's a good drop for Lancaster. Thought there might be a chance of a volley on there for it. That looked like handball.
Don't play one advantage all game. Absolutely killed it.
Yeah. No wonder. Maybe.
This is a chance for Cardiff, a snapshot, but wide. We're going to see a Wasp change in a minute. Maybe Amy Martins is warming up below us. When it does, whoa, I was going to say when it does well, but it's gone out. When it does do well on that occasion. Cole. Gibson. Goodall leaves it under instruction from Megan Lynch. When it flicks it on. Russell guides it back to Lynch. Lynch's kick. Cole, who opened the scoring for Wasps in the first half. Nikita Winnett's goal in the second has put Wasps in command here, but they'll be looking to see out the final few minutes. So Aisha Swaby comes off after a very promising debut. Amy Martins comes on. She's wearing the number 20, but she is number 23. So Amy Martins, formerly of Chichester, which is... She would have played under Kim Stenning, where Stenning was a coach at Chichester. But Martins actually joined Wasps last season and scored on her first team debut against Lewis Development in the Sussex Women's Challenge Cup. She also came on as a substitute in Wasps' last competitive game in April against Gillingham. So she's seeing some first team action, Amy, after joining from Chichester. Palmer with the throw.
Today's sponsors must make of number 13, Nikita Winner as player of the match.
Martins gives chase on that one as Nikita Winnett is named player of the match by the sponsors Bespoke Handling. Palmer with a throw to Lancaster. Lancaster turns. Denny to Lancaster. Gibson wants it. Gibson gets it. Gibson, there's nobody out on the left-hand side. Palmer wasn't offering the width on that occasion. Russell, intercepted, but no danger from a Wasps perspective. Rachel Palmer started as a Wasps youth player before going off to Chelsea. Played in what was then the FA Women's Premier League, the top flight for Chelsea briefly, and ended up at Lewis. Spent a number of years at Lewis, Rachel Palmer. And she now has been at Wasps for several years. Sargent on the charge. Russell comes across, gets it caught underneath her feet, and that gives Cardiff an opportunity here. Good cross in, Nash with an important header away, and then Cole tidies up. Now can Cole feed Martin? She can. Martins is the only one forward for Wasps, although Winnett is like an absolute whippet down on this near side, but the pass from Martins couldn't find her, and then Martins commits the foul. So we've had 2 minutes over the time. Referee's checked her watch. Palmer's header. Win it. Now, can Martins get through here? Amy Martins, just a last-ditch challenge, denied her there. Very good defensive work, that. Lancaster closing down.
Get your recovery, Holly. You've got to be sideways on now.
It's Holly Smith who made the challenge to deny Amy Martins. Lancaster wins that there. Winnett clips it into the box. Wouldn't fall for Denny, it might fall for Cole. Just couldn't direct it towards goal. Naomi Cole. Ellie Russell there winning the free kick. In actual fact, it's offside, but
narrow near.
Lucy Clark, the assistant on this side, saying it could either be offside or a foul, because it was both really. But interestingly, the referee kept her arm down, so when the free kick was taken, which suggests it was for the foul rather than the offside. Now here comes Nikita Winnett. Can she make it 3-0? No, just wide of the post. Although the referee is going to give a penalty. It was a late challenge coming in. And this will be a chance for Crawley to put a stamp on this Wasps performance. So we'll just wait to, well, we know he's going to take the penalty. Unless Naomi Cole hands it over to one of the new signings, it will be the captain from 12 yards. Nikita Winnett, though, in a little bit of discomfort after that. El Kaplik's in discussion with Ellie Sargent over the foul. So certainly Naomi Cole looks like she's going to take it. She's not near the spot yet, but she will be once Winnett is up on her feet. But for now she won't be, because the physio said no, there needs to be a change. So Holly Talbot-Smith is going to come on in her place. It's a fullback for a forward.
Number 2's come on you. The ref big waiver on.
So Naomi Cole from the penalty spot to put a gloss on Crawley Wasps' opening day, and she scores. Naomi Cole opened the scoring and she rounds it off as Crawley Wasps get their FA Women's National League season off to a winning start. Cole making it 3-0 from 12 yards. A double from the captain either side of Nikita Winnett's goal that has put Wasps on the brink of a comfortable victory on Kim Stenning's managerial debut for Wasps, and they win it back from the kickoff. Lancaster to Talbot-Smith. Lancaster again. She's got an eye for goal. Here's Talbot-Smith going for goal. The substitute has just come on. Here's Goodall. Cole. Gibson. Cardiff win it back. Sargent. Oh, good interception that from Ellie Russell. Naomi Cole. That's hit the referee, so it will be a drop ball, which Crawley Wasps will have possession with. And in a sense, that rule can be a little bit frustrating, but it's probably a good one, because sometimes if the ball hits the referee, it can end up going to the opposition in good areas. Lancaster charging forward, a slide rule pass couldn't find Martins. Cardiff would love to come away from here with a goal. They didn't score in the previous game against Wasps some season or two ago. Can they finish the day off with a goal? Might have the opportunity here. Oh, they've got two players in the way, and in the end that allows Cole to come and tidy up. Wasps are dropping in deep, and the final whistle goes. Crawley Wasps open their FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division season with a 3-0 win over Cardiff City. Naomi Cole's first half opener, added to it by Nikita Winnett's second half strike, and when Winnett was fouled in the box, Cole stepped up to convert for 3-0 late on. So a comfortable victory over a very good Cardiff City side, and an excellent start to Kim Stenning's reign as Crawley Wasps manager. So thanks a lot for joining us. Thanks to Bespoke Handling as well for the sponsorship of the match. Thanks to Your Instant Replay for the filming. And Crawley Wasps will see you on Wednesday week for that game against Portsmouth. And they travel to London Bees next Sunday if you want to travel up for that one. From myself, Andrew Raben, and the rest of the team, it's bye for now.